Contrary to popular belief, a lot of times we think, okay, I can be happy once I get in shape. Once my abs are perfect and I build the body of my dreams and I get the results that I want, then I will be happy with my body. Then I will be able to find peace with my own self-image, and then everything will be good. But is that actually going to happen? In fact, it may be the opposite direction you need to head into. Greetings, my friend Matt Schifferly, back again with another video to help you be fit and live free. And today we're taking a look at a very interesting psychological quirk that I've observed over the years, and I see this a lot more too as I'm doing more research for my latest book, Beautiful Strength, which is pointing out the idea that sometimes perfectionism and even achieving a seemingly perfect and ideal physique can actually make you feel worse about your body than otherwise if you had a few little bit more flaws. It's an interesting thing about our perceptions and human nature, about the more we err on the side of perfection in something, the more the smallest flaws seem to take up a bigger aspect of our perception. It's kind of like if you've got a beautiful cherry Corvette or something and everything about it is perfect, and you get that one little tiny scratch. Well, that's all you can ever see is that one tiny little scratch, because it is so loud and screaming in your face in the midst of all of that other cherry red perfection. We feel worse about our flaws the more perfect we become. And I'm not saying that always happens, but it is an interesting aspect of our human perceptions and human nature. But the biggest lesson that this really imparts is the fact that how we feel about something is often not necessarily directly correlated to the actual state of that thing. I know multimillionaires who are always worried about going broke. I know people who are legitimately broke and they spend money as if it's going out of style, and they're like, oh, there's always more coming in the next paycheck. And the same goes for fitness. Folks who have a seemingly perfect body, and yet they're always nitpicking about their flaws and saying, oh, I don't like my body, I'm very self-negative about myself. Meanwhile, someone with the dad bod or the more casual level of fitness is like, hey baby, I'm gorgeous, I'm beautiful, and sure, I'm not perfect, but I love myself. We've got to unshackle ourselves to the belief that we'll only be happy and at peace and respect ourselves if we have a perfect level physique, because very rarely will that be the ultimate solution. Because not only can you even feel worse about yourself as you're getting closer to your level of potential in developing that physique, but it can also be more of a nitpicky thing. And just because you may look great to a million people, if you still feel poorly about yourself, nothing about the actual condition of your body is probably ever going to change that. And that's why a big part of Beautiful Strength isn't just about the physiological conditioning, it's about the emotional conditioning as well. Because what good is getting great results if you don't appreciate it? It doesn't make you actually feel better. And a big part of emotional conditioning is simply appreciating what you have. Appreciating, respecting, and having gratitude for what you have. You don't need to have the best level of performance or the perfect physique in order to finally say, okay, now I can like myself. Now I can look at myself in the mirror and appreciate what I've got. You can have that at any point. Appreciation is a muscle to be developed in your mind. And the more you appreciate and have gratitude towards anything about your body, the more you start to condition your mindset and your heart set towards being in a positive orientation to your body rather than a negative one. And that will be more rewarding, even if you're not perfect and Instagram model worthy and so on. So I do hope you feel good about yourself, my friend, because you are beautiful, you are inherently valuable just by being human, and fitness is all about building the strength you already have rather than trying to fix some sort of flaws and nitpicky things that you're telling yourself you should feel bad about, because you shouldn't. So go forth, be strong, be beautiful, and as always, be fit and live free.